7 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in their Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescriptions.
Cool TV and the Cool Hit Sports Network presents the 16th Region Soccer Tournament live from Greenup County High School. Tonight's soccer tournament action is brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Cave State Resort Park, the Greenup County Library, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Now, let's go to the field for exciting high school soccer tournament action here on Cool TV and the Cool Hit Sports Network.
And a pleasant good evening from Boyd County High School and the semifinal round of Boys Region Soccer. Venue change after some weather issues last night over in Greenup, so the decision was, because Ashland and East Carter were both playing each other in their respective round of the semifinals, put them in the same venue. So Ashland and East, boys and girls, will play here tonight. We'll start first with the boys. Girls will follow approximately around 8 o'clock tonight. On the other side, the Fleming County-Boyd County game will resume at 34:01 to go in the second half over at Greenup, with Boyd leading that one 3-0, and then Russell Fleming will follow approximately at 7:30. We'll keep you abreast on those scores. Again, Saturday, 5 and 7 boys and girls championships at Greenup County High School, and you can watch all the action right here on Cool TV. East Carter comes in at 12-5 and 2. Ashland 14-6 and 1. These two teams met up back in the regular season, and that was on September 12th. Ashland won that game by a score of 3-0. Can they get it when it means the most? These two teams have a lot of history here in this round of the postseason. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll preview the matchup and get you ready for the starting lineups. Semifinals here at Boyd County. Ashland and East Carter on the brain. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here in pregame coverage on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Regional Soccer Tournament semifinals round here at Boyd County High School. The second venue after weather and Mother Nature last night won the round of the Wits. Heavy thunderstorms and lightning overhead forced a suspension of the first game. It ended up raining out the rest of the event last night, so they had to shift things over. So we've got two venues going, one here tonight, the other one is over at Greenup County. And we'll have East and Ashland in boys and girls soccer action here, with the winner moving on to Saturday's championship game. Boys play at 5. Girls will play at 7. East Carter knows its way in this round. They've got 3 region championships, 2016, 17, and 19. Runners-up in 14 and 18. Ashland, they know their way around the region as well. Last won a region championship back in 2020. They beat East Carter that year 2-1, lost in the Elite 8. They've made some deep runs when they've gone into the state tournament, including back in 2004 as a member of Region 11. They went all the way into the Final Four, in which they lost to Greenwood 1-0. So these two teams, they've got last one against them in 2014. It was a 2-1 win in the region. Ashland leads the region matchups 2-1. They've matched in 2013 and 2020. Those were wins for the Tomcats, and East's lone region win against Ashland coming in 2014. 37th all-time meeting since 2000. Ashland leads that series 21-10 and 5. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for starting lineups and our opening kickoff as we get you ready for Ashland and East Carter when we continue after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Better Bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, CW Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Explore your Kentucky state parks with a trip to Carter Cave. Carter Cave State Resort Park offers tours of Cascade and X Cave Wednesday through Sunday, and with nearly 30 miles of hiking trails, they're a great destination for every outdoor enthusiast. Come and stay in one of the lodge rooms or just relax in your cottage. Check the Carter Cave State Resort Park website for availability and additional information. Carter Cave State Resort Park, one of Kentucky's best kept secrets.
Back here at Boyd County High School, getting ready for semifinal number 1 of the evening, East and Ashland. We'll get things underway. Winner moving on to Saturday's championship game. Played at 5 o'clock over at Greenup County High School. East Carter got the bye in this year's region tournament. Ashland defeated Rowan County 3-2 in the opening round. Nick Parker knocked in 2 goals. Drew Clark added the third. Tucker Kenner and Jack Griffith assisted on those 2 of those 3 goals. So when these 2 teams met last, it was back over at Ashland on September 12th. Clark, Maynard, and McComas each punched one in. They got one in early, too. I was at that game, and Ashland really got after it quickly against the Raiders. And in the process, kind of had East Carter scrambling from the word go. Talking with Coach Quinn Huddle after the game, and he said it just didn't feel like that the physicality was there that he expects from his team. And that's something that when you get into the postseason, usually you see that go up a little bit. But this one should be a dandy of an event to be a part of, with the winner moving on to Saturday's championship game over at Greenup County. A different thing as well is Ashland playing their first round game against Rowan over at Greenup, so that was on grass, which is what they're accustomed to playing on. Here tonight, they're on the turf, and it's everything's a little faster. You get a bigger bounce. You don't have to worry about the rain that we had from last night, so nothing soaked down, but certainly will be a little bit different of an atmosphere that you would play on, rather if you're playing on regular grass surface. So, as always, the start of regional tournament, they line up out at midfield World Cup style. So the officials will lead them on, and the respective players will walk on. Ashland will be in the maroon tops, East Carter in the white jerseys tonight. Nice show of sportsmanship there. Some fist bumps from the opposing teams as they go out and take their respective positions. And we'll be ready for some great soccer action here tonight in just a few moments. So both teams eager to move on and vie for a region championship. Winner of the region will play Region 11. That's teams out of Lexington up in the state tournament. Again, the first round of the state tournament is considered like a semi-state, so it all goes off of RPI depending on who will play host that first game. And not a lot of options 4 teams out of the 16th region that will have an opportunity to play host. So taking a look at the starters for East Carter, it'll be Grant Meanix, Tyler Bishop, Austin Fruth, Foster Miller, Tate Akers, Patrick McDavid, Amos Witter, Gage Irwin, Ashton Tiller, and Blaine Bramble. In the net for the Raiders is Breck Sargent. He'll be wearing the yellow jersey tonight. For the Tomcats, it'll be Elliott Foster Welsh, Ryder Prickett, Gavin Maynard, Dean Young, Silas Pirzala. Got a player standing beside him that's been over, and I can't see. There we go. Jack Griffith standing up now. Sam Hicks, Tucker Keener, Nick Parker, Drew Clark, and in the net is Sawyer Frazier wearing the neon yellow. I call that in fishing, that's chartreuse is what we go with. My wife calls it bright yellow. I said, no, that's chartreuse, but the chartreuse and black jersey tonight. Ashland across the chest for the Tomcats. Raiders across the chest for East Carter. This should be 2 dandy matchups here this evening between 2 well-coached teams and 2 respective staffs that do a very good job with soccer at their respective schools. For Preston Freeman, he has really done a great job of guiding this team forward. And, of course, Quinn Huddle, following in his dad's footsteps, he's done a solid job as well. All right, we pause for the national anthem. When we return, first kick, East Carter and Ashland after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches, featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Ready for soccer here at Boyd County High School Region Semifinals. James Carey, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Cool Hit Sports Network. East Carter will work it from left to right as I view it here high atop the press box. Ashland on the right side of your screen. East in the white, Ashland in the maroon. We'll wait to see who has possession first. It appears Ashland, as we do have a player walking out toward midfield with our official. And that's who is going to have the ball to start the ball game. So Gavin Maynard set to put this one underway. Mostly shaded field. The end zone to our right of your screen is still covered in a little bit of sun. And then off to the kind of the top left of our screen is a little bit of sun still peeking over there about the 20-yard line. But we're not too far away from getting things underway here in this one. Underway we go. Opening seconds here of the 16th Region Semifinals. Ashland working down the far sideline. East Carter will have it. Now ball out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be a goal kick for Ashland. Ball out near midfield, controlled there by the Tomcats' Jack Griffith. Now Foster Miller on the far sideline. He'll turn it and try to push it ahead. That's Grant Meanix who takes it up the far side. Meanix trying to get it out wide. Cut off there and poked out of bounds there by Nick Parker on the back line. And it'll be a corner kick for the Raiders here early in this contest. So Grant Meanix will go over to deliver the corner kick. A great scoring opportunity here for the Raiders early on. Meanix shaded in that corner. Good swing of the leg, gets it high up in the air. Parker knocks it away, and a great defensive stop there by the Tomcats. Meanix playing it off the far side, kicks it into the 6, and Ashland will clear it away. And now Gavin Maynard turns it back out near midfield. East Carter's pushed way up. They're going to try to play on the offensive. They'll bring it to the near sideline. Drop it at the feet there of Tyler Bishop. Now down into the box is Austin Fruth. They've got a crosser in the middle. Nobody's there. They can't find a way to get it home. Had the ball across the 6 twice, and nobody's on the back post to poke it in. Here's a ball sent into the 6. Ashland lofts it away. Blaine Bramble trying to control it, does so on the far sideline. He'll roll it toward Meanix, and the ball's booted ahead up the far sideline. That'll send the Raiders' defensive player, Foster Miller, backward. Now the Raiders trying to play it up toward midfield, and Ashland will step to, and that's Tucker Keener. There's a nice play, and the ball out to Dean Young. Young playing it near sideline, loses the handle on the pill out to Quinn Huddle, and it's a throw for the Raiders. Now they're going to say going the other direction, so a throw in for Ashland. Rojas. Header ball right in front of the Raiders bench. Little chip shot there by Foster Welsh. Foster Miller steps to, rolls it out toward midfield. Could not make the connection. He was looking for Ashton Tiller. Now it's on the feet of Jack Griffith. Ashland will play it out wide to the far side. Here's Ryder Prickett. A chip shot coming to the near sideline. Breck Sargent gets off of his feet. Here's a ball lofted toward the goal in an empty net, and it's over top of the goalpost. And it'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. Both teams missing opportunities here in the opening 4 minutes of action. Raiders had a ball twice across the 6 in front of the box, and that time Sargent going for a sliding save came up empty, and Ashland could not capitalize. Here's a ball sent out near midfield. 50-50 ball at the 25-yard line. On the back row as Amos Witter steps to and sends it ahead for the Raiders. Now Ashton Tiller battling for position. They've got it off to Meanix on the far side. Meanix loses his footing. Slamming on the brakes there is Perzala. He'll turn it ahead for the Tomcats. Again, the soccer field is not the same distance wide as your typical football field. That's why you see the ball going well past the white line that you typically would play high school football in. It's a black line that's outlined well further. As you can see, the words Boyd County along the sides on each end zone. And that's the line after that is where you go. So we got a foul on the far side. Ashland is going to get a free kick out of this, as that's going to be Jack Griffith that took the spill. So Drew Clark will come over. He'll stand just in the sun at the 20-yard line on the far side, and he'll take a swing at the net if he wants it. Official's going to mark off the 10 yards. Really easy to do it on the turf field. We'll send it down into the corner. Here's a ball lofted toward the box. Here's a slow roller off the foot of Maynard, and East Carter clears it. Trying to save it was Austin Fruth. He couldn't do so, so it's a throw-in by Rojas and the Tomcats. And he's not going to get the credit for that one. Had 2 balls on the field. I've always said how fun that would be. 2 balls on the field at once, but had to play that one off. Here's a header off of Tate Akers' head out of bounds. Another throw for the Tomcats. Rojas tries to aim it down into the 18. Nice job there by Ashton Tiller trying to win the 50-50 ball out of the air. But for the moment, the Tomcats have it, and Jack Griffith sends it to the far sideline. That's out to Prickett, trying to take it down to that right corner. Foster Miller poked it away for a second. Now Grant Meanix just pokes it out of bounds on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Tomcats. Prickett plays it at his feet, gives it a swing with the left leg. It caroms away and out of the back of the row, and it's a corner for the Tomcats. So their first corner kick here just inside. 7 minutes to go 7 minutes into the ballgame, excuse me. Young sends it high off the head, coming to the near post. There's Breck Sargent with the save. Now East Carter's got a great ball out in front. Austin Fruth turns it in toward the box and sends it off to the right side, but it's wide. So Ashland avoids disaster once again, and the Raiders come up empty. Now down in the corner off the upright, but the player was offsides. As making a great push there was again Fruth off that left side. He drew iron, but no more. East Carter playing on the offensive. They've been really aggressive here in the opening 8 minutes of the contest. Here's Meanix, plays it out of the air. There by Jack Griffith. Now the Raiders try to play it ahead. Ashton Tiller stepping 2, but Ashland swipes it away. Nick Parker will start the approach forward. Sends it up into the right side. That's Amos Witter on the back row. Now Foster Miller scurrying toward. That's Drew Clark who has it down in the right corner. He'll try to loft it into the box, and a one-timer off the feet of Ryder Prickett out of bounds. So a goal kick for the Raiders. Apologies there for the moment. We had a spot started running for a commercial break. Not certain of what happened there, but everything's good to go. A big thanks to all of our sponsors, Clark Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Cave State Resort Park, the Greenup County Library, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Glad to be on board this season with the Raiders. We've had several of their contests in soccer and volleyball. Looking forward to basketball season not too far away. And a whistle and a foul on East Carter as that one's on Meanix. So it'll be a free kick for the Tomcats. Hard to believe basketball season is almost here. And it will be here on Saturday. East Carter had it on Tiller's feet. Now Blaine Bramble steps 2. He's got it near side. That's on the feet of Tyler Bishop. Bishop trying to get it wide. Rolls it down into the right corner. That's to Fruth. Fruth turns it to the left side. Here's Patrick McDavid hustling 2. McDavid puts it on the left foot and never made a good connection with it, and it'll roll out of the back of the end zone. And a goal kick. Here's Luke Staler coming on for Ashland. And he will replace Ryder Prickett. So a big swing of the leg there by Sawyer Frazier. He gets it out near midfield. Young settles it at his feet, but he's in a 2-on-1 against the Raiders, but finds a way off his feet over to Jack Griffith. Now Ashland up the far sideline. A little touch there to Staylor. Staylor takes it wide. Here's a chip shot toward the back post. A ball nearly knocked off the head and off of a foot of Ashland as it was Drew Clark that was right there, nearly had the trash goal, but Breck Sargent with a great save. Here's Fruth working up the near sideline. In tow is Sam Hicks. Fruth turns it, finds a little bit of space, puts it on the left foot. Meanick settles, turns off to the left side, and a whistle and a foul in the box. And East Carter's going to get a penalty kick. 28-58. Will be the stoppage. And Austin Fruth from the mark will go at Sawyer Frazier and try to put the Raiders on the board. Fruth leads this team in goals. He's poked in 14 on the season. This would be huge to grab one early. And he swipes this one through. It's a nice save by Frazier in the box. What a save by the goalkeeper for Ashland as we see it there on instant replay. What a save there by Frazier. So back underway. Ball rolling out in front of the 18 of the Raiders. Ashland clears it to the near sideline. Let's see if it makes it out of bounds. It will. And it'll be a throw in for the Raiders. Tate Akers to loft it in. East Carter has missed several great opportunities. Here's a great ball off the head of Bishop into the feet of Fruth. He can't control it for the moment. Blaine Bramwell steps to, has possession of it on the near sideline, but he's in a 3-on-1 battle. Works it away. He's got a nice ball down to the corner to Bishop. Bishop trying to find position. He gets in a arm battle with Nick Parker, and it'll go out of bounds and a goal kick coming up for the Tomcats. Zach McComas coming on for Ashland. He'll replace Tucker Keener. So Frazier with the goal kick as we remain scoreless here. 13 minutes into this contest. Big swing of the leg. Gets that one out about 6 yards shy of midfield. McComas starts it off to the near sideline. That's Clark trying to get to it, and Akers will poke it out for the Raiders. And it'll be a throw-in just outside the 18. McComas surveying. He'll drop it deep, put it at the feet of Foster Welsh. Welsh will try to poke it toward the 18. East Carter will just try to clear it out, but doesn't do a very good job of it. And that's on the feet of McComas. Bishop fighting for position, and a foul on Ashland, and it's a free kick for the Raiders. So Gage Irwin, one of those defensive backs for the Raiders, will set it at the 15 and send it forward. Bramwell plays it off his chest at midfield. Wants to go forward with it, but can't control it. Now McDavid lofts it near side. And a very breezy night here in Boyd County. And before the Raiders can get the throw in moving forward, Ben Porter will check in as he'll come in for Austin Fruth. And Fruth, a very dejected walk. Missed a golden opportunity to give this team a 1-0 lead. Great throw there by the Raiders, but it got over top of the head of Tiller. Here's Bramwell, takes a big swing, and It'll take a couple of hops and right in the hands of Sawyer Frazier with no attack. Little drop kick there by the goalie, a 50-50 ball out near midfield. Foster Miller steps to and has it for the moment for the Raiders, and now Ashland starts an attack, but Blaine Bramble wipes it away. He'll look it off to Meanix. Meanix on a carry, ball out to the left. Can he cross it? He's got the goalie away. The goalie clears it. It will trickle out of bounds on the far sideline, and another nice save there by Frazier. But it'll be a throw-in for the Raiders. Both goalies have really extended themselves outside their box. There's a ball down inside the 6. And it's kicked out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll be another throw for the Raiders. Patrick McDavid will take this one. Gets this one down into the 6 again, and they tried to turn it toward the box, and Ben Porter couldn't make the connection. So a goal kick coming up for Ashland. Ashland with 5 regional championships, 2 of those in the 16th region. Back in 2013, their last in 2020, to be exact. And they had wins in Region 11 in 2004, 2005, and 2009. They beat Russell in 2009, Rowan County in 2005, and then Rowan again in 2004. They also played as a member of Region 11, as many of the teams in the 16th region did, before they decided to set up shop and head somewhere else to get away from Lexington. But they played in 2003, losing 2-1 to Rowan County. They also had a runner-up as well in 2011 as a member of Legion 11. Here's a ball lofted over toward the goal, and it's over top of the goalie as Bishop's shot just misses. They said Frazier did not get a touch on it, so it will be a goal kick. The Raiders' offensive attack has been on point, just not being able to get it through the net. There's a ball out near midfield. Meanix trying to play for it. Ashland will roll it back to the goalie, and Frazier, the big swing. That's over midfield, and a great play off the head there of Maynard. Clark can't get to it, though. Ashland hasn't played in its offensive half much, but they've been very ferocious once they've got it here. Here's McComas near sideline. A little chip toward the box. Ball carrying him around. Pinballing away. They'll drop it back to McComas. McComas turns and fires it toward the net, and it's wide left. And Breck Sargent will just let that one roll out, and it'll be a goal kick. My wife just texted me and said, well, she's done with her photos for game 1. I see why. She got one heck of a shot of the ball when Frazier and Meanix got upended on the goal save down here at the other end. And, yeah, you could pretty much put the camera down after that one. That's your shot so far tonight. About halfway home here in the first half, still scoreless. Both teams have had opportunities, but the Raiders have missed some golden ones, including a PK that the goalkeeper for Ashland made a dandy diving save on. Here's a ball rolled out to the near sideline. Nick Parker tries to send it forward. For the moment, Akers takes it away. Now the Tomcats try to get it back in the center of the field. Off the head of Maynard. There's Patrick McDavid. He'll work on Jack Griffith. They get it off to the far sideline, onto the foot of Maynard again, and it's kicked out of bounds, and it's a Raider throw-in. Here comes Austin Fruth. He'll check in on the next dead ball situation. First of 2 East Ashland games tonight. Girls will follow at approximately 8 p.m. right here on the Cool Hits. MJ McKay taking care of all the video work tonight. Doing a fabulous job as always. Raiders have it up the far side. Cannot control it. Ashland tries to settle it, just keeping it in on the far sideline. As Taylor trying to work it forward, but couldn't get it in. Fruth still trying to check himself in, but he's stuck at the sideline as the possession belongs to the Tomcats. And now we get a sub in as the Raiders regain possession as Meanix kicks that one off the leg of Staylor, and Austin Fruth will come on. Ben Porter back off. Halfway home here in the first half, still scoreless. Here's Clark with a nice steal. He'll take it down in the right corner. Slams on the brakes, working on Foster Miller. He'll roll it toward the middle, cutting right down the center. There's Dean Young. Young puts it on the left foot, bringing it near side to McComas. McComas with a look. He'll do it with a left-footed chip, and Amos Akers will send it away. Or excuse me, Amos Witter will send it away. Nice defensive stop there by the Raiders again. Tyler Bishop sends it ahead. Was trying to get it on the head of Ashton Tiller, but could not find the connection. Here's a big throw for the Tomcats off the chest of Akers. It's an Ashland throw again. This time McComas. He'll take it down toward the box on the left-hand side. Maynard to McComas. McComas lifts it airward. Raiders clear it. As Tiller sends it to the near sideline, kicks it out of bounds. Another throw for Foster Welsh, and he throws this one out of bounds. So now Bishop with a big run and a throw. He gets it down toward Austin Fruth. It's off his chest. He'll settle it, turn it back into the middle of the field. In a physical battle, and a whistle and a foul as they're going to get that one on Fruth on the push-off, so it's an Ashland free kick. As Nick Parker sends it forward for the Tomcats. A physical battle there between Jack Griffith and Patrick McDavid. And a free kick now for Ashland at the 35-yard line. So Nick Parker will set it up, get a big run and a swing. We got players lined up across the top of the 18. He'll loft it toward the right side, and wide right is the call, as that one was well off its mark. Raiders trying to get it away. Here's a ball fired toward the net by Drew Clark, but it's wide and high. Another goal kick coming for the Raiders. Ball out near midfield. Fruth and Foster Welsh battling for position. Now it's off to Ashton Tiller. He's got it for the moment. He's going to send it ahead off the right side, looking for the feet of Meanix, but couldn't make the hookup. Ashland settles it down. They'll turn it back toward the middle. Meanix trying to apply the pressure. Now it's at the feet of Dean Young. Ashland will drop. Switching fields, coming near side to McComas. And he'll poke it up toward Drew Clark. He's in a one-on-one battle there with Gage Irwin. A push there by Clark. Clark rolls it out to the box, McComas has it swiped away by Blaine Bramble. A heck of a defensive stop there. And Ashland will get a throw in, but a heck of a play there on the defensive side by Bramble. McComas lofting it toward the 18. McDavid just pokes it out into his bench, and it'll be a throw in for Ashland. McComas looking for Clark. And an invalid throw-in, or an illegal throw, if you will. So again, when you throw, to go directly behind your head and straight back over. Both feet on the ground when you release. And if any of those things happen, or don't happen, I should say, then it's an illegal throw-in, and the other team gets possession from the spot of the throw. Here's Amos Witter, sends it ahead off to Foster Miller, looking up toward Meanix. And now they'll boom it back toward the middle, and Ashland rolls it off to the near sideline. Here's McComas playing it ahead on a through ball, getting it off to Drew Clark. Clark trying to show off the fancy footwork, and he lost the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds. That should be a Raider throw, and it is. Heck of a defensive effort there by Tate Akers in a one-on-one battle with Clark. Here's Tiller, taking it back in the middle and has it taken away. Blaine Bramble steps two. Taking a big spill there is Jack Griffith. And a whistle and a foul. And let's see if we get a stoppage in play. And we will get a stoppage in play for an injury timeout. We're back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Explore your Kentucky state parks with a trip to Carter Cave. Carter Cave State Resort Park offers tours of Cascade and X Cave Wednesday through Sunday, and with nearly 30 miles of hiking trails, they're a great destination for every outdoor enthusiast. Come and stay in one of the lodge rooms or just relax in your cottage. Check the Carter Cave State Resort Park website for availability and additional information. Carter Cave State Resort Park, one of Kentucky's best kept secrets.
The second half of action right after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Off of Austin Fruth, but it was a good look by Fruth, but it was an even better save by the goalkeeper of Sawyer Frazier, who made a dandy diving save and came away with at the moment, the deciding part of this game, as Ashland has a 1-0 lead at the break. For the second half of action, 1-0 our score at the half. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Halftime here in the boys' semifinals with Ashland and East Carter. And the Tomcats leading currently 1-0. As East Carter stayed on the offensive, the first Ashland made and started their kind of surge, especially after they got their of attack styles there between for second half action. That's Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here at Boyd County High School, James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight. A very close-up shot of the soccer ball at midfield here on the turf and the home of the Lions. Semifinals of the boys' regional tournament. Girls section will follow tonight approximately around 8 o'clock as East and Ashland will also tangle. This matchup was supposed to have played last night over at Greenup. Mother Nature had the last laugh in that one, in which we had some nasty thunderstorms roll through the area. It finally took everything out. They had to suspend the game between Boyd County and Fleming. So that game is finishing this evening. Then the girls' semifinals between Fleming and Russell will play at approximately 7:30, which also then moved the Ashland East Carter game in girls to this venue. They said it made sense with the two teams playing each other in boys and girls to keep them at the same location so the fans could support both teams. So that's where we stand. We'll be back at Greenup on Saturday, 5 o'clock boys, 7 o'clock girls for the championships of the 16th region. All that actually will be right here. Can be seen on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. East Carter will maintain possession to start the second half. They'll work it from right to left as I view it here in the white jerseys. Maroon jerseys for the Tomcats. And the second half is underway. The lone goal this so far in the first 40 belonging to Drew Clark, who played it off a corner kick and stuck it in the net. Now the Raiders trying to get down into the goal with a throw-in as Austin Fruth, who is back out after sitting out the final about 6 minutes of the first half after receiving a yellow card. A frustrating first half for him, to say the least, after missing the PK. Let's see if the Raiders can get back that offensive attack that they had in the first half of the ball game, and even this thing up at 1. Akers tries to turn it, settles it down, now trying to turn it up a field once again and kicks it out of bounds. So throw in for the Tomcats. Lofting it down the far sideline, playing it off the turf. That's Clark, who curls it out of that far corner. Here's a drop off to Pirzala. Pirzala loses his footing. Now a ball rolled to the near side to Prickett. Pirzala turns, chips it down toward the bottom of the 18, and Breck Sargent will come out and scoop it away. Good boot that time by Sargent. It bounces at the midfield stripe. Fruth plays it off his chest. Heavy pressure on him by Rojas. Working it down in the corner to Bishop. Bishop gaining possession of it and loses it at the line. It's a goal kick for the Tomcats. See if the Raiders can push up and get some pressure on the Tomcats as nightfall starting to set on top of the stadium here on a beautiful night. A little cool, but wind has started to die down and certainly no precipitation in the area. There's a good ball out near midfield. Blaine Bramble had it at his feet for the moment, but Maynard wins possession. Trying to play a through ball ahead up to Prickett. And a great job there by Amos Witter on the back line to take it away for the Raiders and start it ahead. Wanted a through ball ahead to Ashton Tiller, but it was too stiff. The Tomcats were able to there. Here's Bishop. Touches it off to Fruth. Nick Parker in a physical battle. This time it's a foul against him, so it's a Raider free kick. Gage Irwin will set it up at the 30-yard line on the far sideline. Well, he's going to put it about the 31. Nope, now he tosses it forward to the 30. You don't have to really fluff it up on turf. It's already fluffy enough as it is. So see if Irwin can get one down inside the box. Good kick. Ball roaming around and player off sides for East Carter. So goal kick, or a free kick, I should say, for the Tomcats, and Frazier will send it ahead. Good boom out near midfield, 50-50 ball. McDavid settles it, brings it off to Foster Miller. Miller fighting for position around Maynard. Back and forth and almost a ping-pong action, if you will. Nick Parker had it for the moment. Blaine Bramble sends it ahead, but there's nobody home for the Raiders as it'll roll all the way back to the keep for the Tomcats. And Frazier will send a line drive out near midfield. There's Bramble off to Meanix. Meanix settles it at his feet. One-time touch, brings it back into the center. Tries to chip it down inside the box. Nothing there. Meanix has it again. This time it's poked away, and there's Bramble. Bramble will take a big swing at it right into the mitts of Frazier. That was the perfect ball to have a big swing of the leg. And Bramble got a good look at it. He kept the ball down. That was the most important thing, but Frazier with a dandy pickup outside the goal. Here's McDavid out near midfield. Sends it off to Bishop. Bishop looking for Fruth up the far sideline. Fruth has it, settles it for the moment. Now beats Clark, but Clark turns and takes it away. Fruth will poke it out of bounds on the far side, and it's a throw in for the Tomcats. So these two teams know a lot about each other when it comes to postseason play. They've run into each other several times, 4 times. This is the 4th time in the regional tournament, Ashland leading 2-1. The last time they met was the Ashland Regional Championship in 2020. Here's Griffith trying to center it up, loses handle on the ball. Brzala with a header down to Prickett. Prickett just outside the 10-yard line, loses it as he tries to roll it backward. East Carter just played it forward, but there was nobody there. Now Foster Miller gains possession and gets it out to Grant Meanix. Meanix with a run. A touch to Fruth. Tried to get it back to Meanix, and he couldn't play it. Had the ball set up perfectly and just couldn't make the connection. Now Ashland with a run of its own. Here's Drew Clark. Trying to play it down into the corner. And Breck Sargent will come out unabated and will scoop it up. Low line drive, a hard hop off the turf over top of the midfield stripe. Plays at the feet of Ashton Tiller. Tiller tries to poke it through. He had Fruth there. But the Ashland defensive line steps to again and swats it away. Now Nick Parker up the far sideline. Tate Akers intercepts that pass. Now they've got it ahead to Bishop. They'll roll it down toward Fruth. Parker playing on him. Fruth losing his footing. Parker takes it away. And another missed opportunity there for the Raiders down in their corner. There's a ball rolled near side, back into the center of the field to Jack Griffith. Here's a chip shot up toward Clark on a run, but it's lifted into the skylights of the stadium here. A big hop off the turf, and Ashland will settle it and take it to the far side. Now Clark out of the far corner. Chips it across the front of the 18. A settle and a shot toward goal, but it's a one hop right into the hands of Breck Sargent. Header out of the air. Ashland tried to play it twice. Ashton Tiller had it. Now Foster Miller will chip it ahead. Here's Meanix in a sprint. Trying to get to it. As Hicks will just slough it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Raiders. Foster Miller, or excuse me, that's Austin Fruth. Fruth takes it down, looking to the feet of Ashton Tiller. Tiller couldn't settle it. And we'll get a sub back in for Ashland. That's Tucker Keener. He'll replace Prickett. Here's Tiller. Had it for a moment. Ashland turns it. Clark plays it off of his back foot. And that's Amos Witter trying to swat it away. McDavid has it, plays it ahead now, off to Bishop. Bishop trying to play it through. Ashland finds it back out to Gavin Maynard. Working there on McDavid. Tomcats maintain possession. Pirzala gets past the slide tackle attempt there of McDavid. Tomcats have a run down inside the box. Here's Clark turning it right toward the goal, and a nice save there by Breck Sargent. A good run there by the Tomcats. And as Clark turned it across the box, there was Sargent to make the save. So now the ball over top the Ashland defense. Meaning's giving chase. Frazier will just kick it out of bounds, and that was a dangerous opportunity there by the Ashland goalkeeper with Meanix barreling down on him. So the Raiders throw on the far sideline. So now nice throw out on the far sideline. Raiders have it for the moment. The Tomcats take it away again. Now they've got it in the feet of Tucker Keener, excuse me. Foster Miller will poke it out on the near sideline. 10 minutes gone here in the second half of play. It's a 1-0 Ashland lead. Tomcats come in with a record of 14-6-1. East Carter 12-5-2 on the year. There's a ball near side on the post, and Sargent skips that one into his mitts. Caden Tussey ready to check in for the Raiders in the next opportunity. Fruth settles it. He'll send it across the field to the opposite side. Bishop trying to turn it down into Meanix and has it taken away. And then Blaine Bramall with a big stop there on Patrick Rojas. There's McDavid, intercepts it near midfield. He'll chip it through and right into the hands of Frazier. Was playing it ahead to Ashton Tiller. Again, off that turf, you get that skip and a little bit bigger hop than you're accustomed to. And that's one of the things the Raiders have not been able to maintain possession on. Clark can't keep this one in. Fruth will step off. Here comes Caden Tussey on. Now Foster Miller with a big throw. Gets it right at the feet of Tussey. But a nice move there by Pirzala. Now Clark turns it back into the middle of the field. Gage Irwin, back row defender, one of those defensive backs for the Raiders, trying to turn it. And now here's a nice through ball, trying to get it ahead to Clark, but coming out there was Breck Sargent. A nice look here on the replay. Had a beautiful through ball to Clark, and Clark was about to step off as Sargent steps to and makes the grab. So Tussey trying to play it ahead, didn't get a good boot on it. 50-50 ball taken by Rojas on the far side for the Tomcats. Now looking ahead, we're trying to get Maynard out on a run on a through ball. The Raiders defense steps to and takes it away. Now Meanix starts it ahead for the Raiders at the midfield stripe. Working on Rojas as he goes up the far side corner. A battle for the position. McDavid has it. Akers will send it off toward Meanix, and Meanix can't maintain possession. There's an inadvertent touch by the official, and that will be basically a drop ball by the official. As when he touches, he just drops it back in play, and it goes right back to the team that was in possession of the ball when the inadvertent touch happened. You don't see it often. It does occur. The officials do a really good job. The only official on the field is our center judge. Everybody else is on the sidelines. Here's a ball ahead. Looking for Clark. Clark puts it on the left foot and sends it wide. And it's a goal kick for Breck Sargent. 4 officials in postseason play that you get when you get to the regional round. You get 1 official at the flagged for the substitutions to check in, an official on each sideline, and then your center official, and that's the only one that is on the field of play. Ashland trying to make it 4 straight on the Raiders. They've won the last 3 meetings. More importantly, trying to get themselves into a region championship. Raiders with a run on the far side. Now they get it ahead. Had Bishop there for a moment. Now the Tomcats turn it back upfield. Making a great run with it's Nick Parker. Here's Maynard. Keener now back out to Parker. There's Tussey fighting for position. A physical battle. Tussey gets away with a push for a moment. Then the whistle comes. So it's a free kick by the Tomcats. So here's Prezala, puts it in the air. A good kick down outside the 18. Settling it for the moment. There was Jack Griffith. And the Raiders clear it. Prezala steps 2. Back to Drew Clark. Now Griffith sends it off to the near sideline looking for Clark, and it's out of bounds. Fruth back on, Tussey's off. Ryan Runyon coming on for Ashland. And coming off for the Tomcats is Luke Staler. And this official is known for the throw-in infractions, and that time he has picked up his bat tonight. So where the throw-in infraction occurred, it is a turnover, and the other team throws it from that spot. So this ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick for Ashland. Dean Young will send it out of the corner on the near side. Now we had Ashland lining up for 2 corner kicks, 1 from each side. The official blew the whistle. I'm like, why is he? And he's pointing to this direction. It's because they had another ball already on position here. Here's a nice ball up in the air. It's lofted away by the Raiders, and Patrick McDavid's got a run out. Tried to play it ahead to Fruth, but there was a 2-on-1 in favor of the Tomcats back there, and they took that away in a moment's notice. Now Irwin turns it toward Meenick. Meenick will settle it. Plays it ahead off to Fruth. Fruth working on Rojas. Fruth keeps it at his feet. Fruth throws on the brakes, now turns it. Tries to cross it into the center of the box. He does for a moment. It was a big swing of the foot there by Ashton Tiller. And then it caroms off of a player and goes all the way out to the far sideline and starts an Ashland run. Here's Keener. Racing on Tate Akers. Gets it down inside the 6. Loses his footing. Takes a spill. Gets a hefty hand there by Tate Akers. And it'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. Brian Church coming on. And out for Ashland is Gavin Maynard. Approaching the halfway point here in the second half. On a cool and fall-like evening here in Cannonsburg. Boys semifinals, girls to follow. Winner plays Saturday at 5 o'clock in the championship. Assuming, I believe, they're going to play against Boyd County. They were winning big when the game was stopped last night. I have not had a chance to check scores, but we will pass that along with you in our next broadcast. Or if I can get any updates here in a moment, I'll get those to you as well. Here's Bishop looking for a hole. And it goes out of bounds. And it's a goal kick for Ashland. .50-50 ball out near midfield. Young won possession. Now Blaine Bramble pounds that one off the face of Young. Young got a good touch out to Keener on the far sideline. High arcing ball sent toward the net. A great defensive stand there by the Raiders. You got to feel that's a missed opportunity there by Ashland. Boyd County won 4-0, I'm just told. Thank you, Matt Sparks. So the winner of this game will play Boyd County on Saturday night at 5 o'clock at Greenup County. Roland Sanderson picking up the fourth goal of the ball game. So we'll get another inadvertent touch by our center official. So they'll toss it to him, and he'll give a whistle and a throw down to the feet, and back we go to underway. That was pretty good. Nick Parker nearly rolled it right back on his feet. Here's a drop to Jack Griffith. Nice step, too, on the back line there by Sam Hicks for the Tomcats. Ashland really moving up the pressure offensively. Here's a through ball, and Foster Miller comes across the front of the 6 and swats it away. Now Meanix sends it ahead. Fruth in a breakaway, trying to get the ball at his feet, and a whistle and a stoppage. Are we going to get another free kick, or what's going to play from this one? All right, we're going to get a yellow card on Ashland's Nick Parker. And a great opportunity here for the Raiders to even this game at 1. So 17-28. Patrick McDavid sets it up at the 8-yard line. The official is going to walk it off. This one's an easy walk for the 10. They're only going to get 8 because he only made it to the goal line. So now, can the Raiders even things at 1? McDavid with a shot. It's across the upright. And a goal kick for Ashland. So 2 good looks at the net for the Raiders, and they can't make the connection. We'll see if the pressure for the Raiders can step up a little bit. They really seem like that they've increased the intensity level. Here's Fruth dancing down in that far corner with Rojas. Makes a roll, tried to send it back in the middle of the field, and there's nobody there except for Gavin Maynard for the Tomcats. He'll roll it off to Ryan Runyon. Then there's Amos Witter. Bramble tries to play it ahead. Raiders had 3 players up front, and the only person there was Ashland's Nick Parker. Here's a ball down in the near side corner. Foster Miller will settle around it. He'll let it roll out of bounds. A nice blocking play there by him to let it roll out of bounds and give East Carter a goal kick. Elliot Foster Welsh checking back in for Ashland as Runyon will check out. But thanks to our sponsors for the coverage of the boys and girls 16th Region Soccer Tournament. Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Carter Caves State Resort Park, the Greenup County Library, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Girls action to follow at approximately 8 p.m. tonight. You can catch all the action right here on the Cool Hits Sports Network. Here's Manix down in the far corner, working on Rojas. Turns it across the face of the box, and it's on the far side post. And Frazier scoops it off the turf. Nice boot there. Makes it over top of the attempt of Drew Clark. Here's Miller. Plays it off his chest, sends it out to the far sideline. Now Maynard trying to play it ahead to Clark. Ashton Tiller has the ball, gets it out now to Bishop. Bishop coming near sideline. Hicks steps to. There's Foster Miller who swipes it away in front of the Ashland bench. Fruth working for position, has it for the moment. He's got a 3-on-1 though, and as he tries to feed it off to Ashton Tiller, it's swiped away. Now McDavid. That's a handball, an inadvertent handball, so it'll be a free kick for the Raiders. And Gage Irwin to put it in the air. Irwin starts his push, now gets it high up in the air. Good ball down outside the 18. Manix settles it across the 20. He goes down in that right corner. He's got a little bit of opening now. Steps two, steps through, and then lost the ball. Ashland starting to try to push this one away as they're getting late in this one. Time running out for the Raiders, trailing 1-0. Here's Miller. Brings it off to the near sideline. That's to Bishop. Bishop working through the left side. He gets it all the way down just outside the 6 and lost the handle. The ball sent into the screen behind the net. Goal kick for Ashland. Foster Miller battling with Clark. And then kicks it off the foot there of Prickett. Nice play there by him. Fruth has it, centers it up, rolls it to the right side. He's pushed off the ball there by Nick Parker. Now he and Parker, who have both seen the yellow card tonight. Akers dropping back on the far sideline. Here's Clark with a run up the far sideline for the Tomcats. He's the deciding factor in this one thus far. Punches it through. There's Perzala trying to play it back to Clark. Now we're just playing a ping pong type of game between the 30s. Clark has it for a moment off the right side. He's Carter steps and sends it away. Clark settles at his feet at the 25, comes back right inside the 15, takes a swing and a slow roller into the hands of Breck Sargent. Ashland once again back to Clark. He'll touch it off to Dean Young. He'll send it down toward the 6. Stoller makes a nice stop and then has it taken away on the back end. Now Grant Meanix looking for Fruth. Parker takes it away and sends it ahead for the Tomcats. Here's Clark. Comes to Maynard. Looking for Prickett. And it rolls off of his feet and out of bounds. It's a throw in for the Raiders. 9 minutes and some change to play in this one. 1-0 our score. The lone goal coming by Ashland. Here's Fruth, gets it across the 6, pokes it up, it's off the bottom of the goaler, and following it in for the goal is the Raiders. As a great follow there by Bishop, and we're tied at 1. Check that on the replay, that was Ashton Tiller that poked it in. So 8:54 to go. Tiller followed up on the shot off of Austin Fruth and sends it through to even this contest at 1. And all of a sudden, things a little different feeling. Let's see if the Raiders can play off the momentum. The fans coming to life. Maynard works near sideline. Heavy pressure there by Amos Witter. Miller sends it back into the center of the field. Dean Young plays it off his head. Now to Jack Griffith. They'll roll it ahead to Prickett, trying to work in the near sideline. It'll be a throw in for Ashland. A great stop there by the ball boy. He lost the ball and made a diving save on the field. Foster Miller turns it across the field. Grant Meanix settles it at his feet, working on Dean Young. And too much contact there by Young. So the Raiders will have a free kick at the 45-yard line on their defensive side of things. As Gage Irwin will send it ahead. Patrick McDavid chips it over top of the defense. Coming after it is Bishop, but there's Frazier with the mitts. McDavid battling for position, working against Griffith. Now Bishop gets it onto the feet of Ashton Tiller. Tiller just outside the 18. Over to McDavid, now Blaine Bramble. A touch down to the right corner, looking for Meanix. Meanix loses his footing, and Ashland makes a turn with the ball. Here's Blaine Bramble again. And Ashland lost the ball on the far sideline as Staylor lost it off of his feet as he fell down. 6 minutes to play. 1 hour score. East Carter taking its time, making certain to get the look that it wants. Here's McDavid, tries to poke it through, ball up in the air. Bishop plays it off of his head. Didn't get it the direction that he wanted it to go, and it's poked to the far sideline, trying to save it there, Staylor, and it's a throw in for the Raiders. Back on for East Carter's Ben Porter. Here comes Brian Church on. Off is Prickett and Tiller for their respective teams. Throw in, headed away. There's Bramble. Staylor off of his head, out of bounds. Another throw in for the Raiders. Big boot out near midfield. Raiders back line playing up. Drew Clark has it at his feet, but he's double teamed. East Carter turns it back up, gets it to Meanix. Meanix tried to push it through, but a great stand there by Rojas. Now Blaine Bramble with a little chip up toward Meanix. Rojas turns it out of bounds, a throw in for the Raiders. 4 minutes and some change to go. Back on is Ashton Tiller, as he'll replace Ben Porter. They get it onto his feet, and it's swiped away. There's Foster Miller. Nice move there by Miller as he put Brian Church airborne, and then Miller misses the swing as he tried to roll it up the near side. Inside of 4 to play. Ball rolling back toward the goalie. Fruth tried to jump up and swat it away. Now Bramble. A little drop. A chip by the Raiders back forward. Now they're just playing keep away with each other. Nice job there by Blaine Bramble as he sticks the leg out and takes it away. We've got a player for Ashland down. Now a whistle on the far side. Will we get a stoppage in play? We will, for an injury timeout. I believe that's Staylor looking by the jersey. Yes, it is. He has come up onto his backside now. So the ball will be a Raider free kick on the far sideline. We're getting a crazy amount of drops with your phone. I don't know what it is. I'm going to try to switch to mine in the second game. Taylor making his way on his own accord, a very significant limp as he's coming toward the sideline. So the Raiders will have a free kick once we get things back underway. And that's Gage Irwin that has it ready to go airborne. Just wide of the 18-yard line. There's our signal to play. And off we go. Irwin's ball was tipped in the air. Here's McDavid trying to settle it. Blaine Bramall has it now. Brings it to the near side. And it's kicked out of bounds near sideline. Foster Miller, 2:38 to go in the ball game in regulation. And an illegal throw. And it's a throw for Ashland. Pirzala looking for a drop. Gets it at the feet of Brian Church. And then Ashland kicks it out of bounds. And it's a Raider throw. One. Here's Fruth, settles. Had a nice look there toward Tiller, but couldn't get it through the defensive pressure. Akers off his head, Bramall at his chest, has it ahead. Here's a punch through off the right side. Raiders making a run. Fruth gets airborne over top of the goalie. Another look at that one. Raiders had two players coming at it, and Fruth had to jump up away from Frazier. Play there by the goalkeeper. We've seen some stellar plays from both here tonight. We got 90 seconds to play in regulation. Hasn't had the ball at his feet in quite some time. Bramall. 50-50 ball just on the Raiders' side of midfield. Bramall fighting for position. Too much hands there. Ball back to Ashland. There's a ball to Church. Working on the right side, working on Foster Miller. They get upended, and it's a goal kick for the Raiders inside of 1 minute to play here in regulation. Let's see if either team can find some magic in a bottle here in the final 40 seconds. 50-50 ball at midfield. Raiders find Grant Meanix for a second. He can't control it. Inside of 30 seconds. Here's Meanix up the far. Make a turn on the ball. It's stolen away. 10 seconds. Meanix loses his footing. Rojas lets it roll out of bounds. It's a goal kick, and that should take us to overtime. And we are headed to OT here in Cannonsburg. What a heck of a first half it was. An even better second half we see between these two teams here for a berth against Boyd County Saturday night in the region finals. We'll step aside for a break. Overtime when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here in Canonsburg, 80 minutes of soccer not enough here for this semifinals matchup between East Carter and Ashland, as we're going to play what will be your first of two golden goal periods. So here's how things play out. We'll play 5 minutes each. The coin flip determines who possesses the ball first. If we go to the second overtime period, the second golden goal period, the other team possesses the ball first from there. Now, what does golden goal mean? Well, it's as pretty much as it sounds. You might as well think that you're Charlie in the chocolate factory right now, and you're looking for that golden ticket. And that golden ticket right now is a ball in the back of that net, which will punch your ticket into Saturday's finals against Boyd County. So we play the 5 minutes, no goals. We'll play a second 5-minute golden goal period. If we stay knotted at 1, then it gets really interesting. Then we go to kicks from the mark, in which both teams will select 5 players. The goalie can be included in one of the players that will kick. They take their turns. They get 5 kicks. The team that wins then gets a point and becomes the victor. If you go through your first round of PKs and no team has an advantage through the first 5, you pick a second 5 of players that did not shoot in the first 5. Yeah, it gets a little interesting when you get to PKs. So the captain's meeting right here in front of us. Officials going through the rules, and they're getting ready for the coin toss. Ashland is considered as the visitor, so Drew Clark and Ashland will make the call. East Carter has won the toss. And let's see what the decision by East Carter's Amos Winter is. Raiders into the region finals. But instead, we've got 35 seconds to play and a goal kick for Ashland. Ball coming near sideline. Akers tries to step two. Keener has it ahead. There's Clark. Clark down outside the 6, and East Carter will just take it and swat it over into the corner. 16 seconds, a corner kick coming from Ashland. If they can get it down there, they don't have a ball. And they're not going to get this one away. And it is going to a second golden goal period. Drew Clark and Nick Parker both having a conversation with the official about the inability to get a ball in the final 16 seconds to kick the ball in for a golden goal opportunity. So we go to golden goal period number 2. That's when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches, featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
'Tis
1-1 as we get ready to head to our second golden goal period. Semifinals of the boys regional soccer tournament. East and Ashland knotted at 1. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight. MJ McKay taking care of all the video work. So Ashland will possess the ball to start the second golden goal period. They're in the maroon jerseys. East Carter's in the white. Ashland working it the opposite direction now. So they'll work it from right or left to right as we view it here. No goals in this 5-minute period, and we'll shoot it from the marks for a trip to Saturday's championship. Boyd County awaiting after a 4-0 win over Fleming. Here we go. Big bounce off the turf. Who touched it last? Patrick McDavid kicks it out of bounds. The throw-in will move up just a little bit. Perzala surveying. Down to Prickett. Prickett rolling it with his left foot, trying to get it down inside the box. And the Raiders clear it out. It's a nasty bounce for the Tomcats off the head of Parker. Fruth gains possession. He'll turn and slow things down outside the 20. Now he brings it right up the middle, touches it down into the corner. There's a ball lofted toward the net. And a nice scoop off the turf there by the goalie for Ashland of Sawyer Frazier. A big boom by him as he'll send it across the midfield stripe. Now Clark racing toward near sideline with Foster Miller, and Miller will just kick it out of bounds. Prickett drops it into Clark. Clark trying to play it down inside the box. He loses his footing. He was tangled up there with Amos Witter. And it'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. And now we're going to get a stoppage as we've got an injured player for East Carter, Foster Miller. So 3:16 exact, as we'll make the update as well. As the certified athletic trainer coming on to get to Foster Miller, who's very gingerly walking toward the Raiders sideline. So back underway we go. One hop off the turf just in front of the 6 as Sargent makes a great diving stab. And a big boom by Sargent. Tiller tries to play it at his feet. Maynard. He'll cross to the opposite side now. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the second golden goal period. We'll go from the marks after this. Trying to get it on the feet of Drew Clark. Clark chips it down toward the 6. Prickett had it for a second. Now it's at his feet again, and a big swing and a partially blocked ball as Sargent with another big save. Big bounce out near midfield. And an inadvertent handball, that one on Ashland. So 90 seconds to go. And it'll be a free kick for the Raiders. Miller is off the trainer's table, but he is not walking like anyone that looks like is going to be returning to this game anytime soon. Very gingerly moving up and down the Raiders sideline. Here's Meanix at midfield. Starts to push ahead. Rojas steps to and takes away. 1 minute to play in the second golden goal period. Maynard touches it off to Griffith. Now Przala. Prickett settles in front of his bench. Loses his foot for the moment. Regains it. A nice touch there by Przala over top of the defense. Now Griffith has it poked away by Bishop into the Ashland bench. 30 seconds to go. Przala steps to just outside the 15. Takes a big swing toward the back corner, but there's nobody there. Akers will touch it ahead. 16 seconds. Meanix with the ball. He's just outside of midfield at 10. Rojas swats it down. Our final 5 seconds here in the second golden goal period. And we're going to kicks from the mark. 2 golden goal periods, not enough. We'll decide it from the mark. We'll tell you about it when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
'Tis the season for the Fall Story Hour during October at your Greenup County Public Library branches at 11 each time. The Fall Story Hour for the Flatwoods branch is on Tuesdays. The Greenup branch is Wednesdays, with the McKell branch on Thursdays. Also, Sign up today for Movie Mania at all 3 branches featuring Downton Abbey, A New Era, The Munsters, Beetlejuice, and 9 to 5. To find out which branches and which times, go to greenuplib.org for more.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
One after 2 golden goal periods, and we're headed to kicks from the mark. So here's how this plays out. Both coaches have to elect right now who their 5 players will be. They will report that to the officials, and they have to select the position each person will kick in. So you don't get to check if one player makes a goal and then the other one misses. You don't get to decide who goes next. You have to select the order now. The other side is that if we go through our first 5 from kicks from the mark, and the mark is from the penalty mark, then you have to pick another 5, and you set the rotation. The goalie is allowed to come up and be one of the players that kick. You can bring a player off of the bench that has not played at all in this ball game, and they can be in the rotation. But you have to set the mark before the game begins. Now, we will get a coin toss, and again, the person winning the coin toss probably 90% of the time is going to say they want to kick second, because then you know what you have to do. So Drew Clark and Amos Witter will meet with the officials midfield right here in front of us. They'll go through all of the rules. The score on our screen is going to stay 1-1. That's where we are after 2 golden goal periods. And now it's basically the best of 5 to start things off. Coin flip is won by Ashland. So Ashland gets to determine if they kick first or second. East Carter gets to select which goal that they will kick toward. This is what soccer's all about right here. This is the fun part of the game. So again, in this one, no time, no additional score on the scoreboard. This one is all about one thing. 5 of yours against 5 of theirs. And who can find the right spot at the right time. You got to go back and continue to think about Austin Fruth, who had the penalty kick opportunity back in the first half. That was in the game's 12th minute. And Sawyer Frazier made one heck of a save. Now can they do it again? And then the question you also get is, do you get the goalies that get involved in this? And a lot of times you will see goalkeepers that will become part of the 5 that will shoot. real quickly. Ashland's goalie this season has not recorded a goal, but just playing it off from there again, it doesn't go down as a scored goal in a penalty kick. So here we go. So Ashland will kick first, and up first for Ashland is Dean Young. Sargent in the goal, and it's through. So just past the diving arms of Sargent. So now Amos Witter will make the walk from midfield. This is the other thing too. Your 5 has to go to midfield. Then you walk it down to the mark, which is at about in between the 8-9 yard line. Just outside the 6. Frazier and Amos Witter. And Witter punches this one in. So we're even at 1. So now Sargent back in. And Silos Perzala. Girls' action still to follow after this one. And this one's knocked down. What a save by Sargent. We'll take a look at it on the replay. What a hands move there by Breck Sargent. So now the Raiders kicking second, know where they stand. So here's Austin Fruth. Had his penalty kick from this same spot earlier in the game, back in that 12th minute. Can he recapitalize here? And this one he puts it in. That one with ease. So now East Carter leads it 2-1. So up now for Ashland is Nick Parker. Raiders trying to snap a 3-game losing streak to Ashland. They lost to the Tomcats this season back on September 12th. That was a 3-0 win. And a goal stop right here could almost seal the deal. Can Sargent get another one? Parker with his approach. Off the fingertips, but it goes through. Another look at it on replay. Sargent got the mitts on it, but Parker drills it through. So now we're tied at 2. And Tyler Bishop will come up for his first kick. East Carter needs 2 in a row, and this one's done. And this one's in with ease. So make it 3-2 favoring the Raiders. So now the pressure coming up on the Tomcats. A miss here and a Raider goal, and this one's finished. So Gavin Maynard. This one's huge for the Tomcats, trailing 3-2. Off the crossbar. Does it go in? So the right upright is no good. Another look there. So now the Raiders can kick themselves into the region finals. A goal here, and it's over. And making the walk toward the mark is Mr. Clutch, Patrick McDavid. This Raiders team was on life support until they punched in a goal with 8:54 to go in the game. And here they are, one penalty kick away from a berth in the region finals. Sawyer Frazier on his spot. McDavid ready. Raiders are headed to the finals. McDavid's kick puts it through. East Carter wins it 4-3. Raiders are headed to the region finals Saturday night at 5 o'clock in Greenup. What a ball game here tonight. With the win, East Carter moves to 13-5-2. Ashland will finish its season at 14-7-1. The Raiders snap a 3-game losing streak to Ashland, and they've got a matchup with Boyd County Saturday night at 5 o'clock down in Lloyd. Man, what a game. We'll take a break. We'll talk about it when we return after this. Raiders victorious and headed to the championship with a 2-1 win over Ashland in PKs. Back after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Raiders headed to the championship. They defeat Ashland tonight in kicks from the mark, 4-3. Amos Witter, Austin Fruth, Tyler Bishop, and Patrick McDavid all connect on their kicks. Breck Sargent with a big save. And East Carter will be in the championship Saturday night at 5 o'clock. You can catch all the action right here on Cool TV. That'll do it for the broadcast of this game. Coming up in about 22 minutes, it's girls action. Ashland and East Carter. A winner will advance into Saturday's championship at 7. And we'll be with you here for the entire call in about 22 minutes. But for the moment, we'll step aside. For MJ McKay, I'm James Carter. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the call of the girls' championship, or the girls' semifinal championship round here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You've been watching the 16th Region Soccer Tournament on Cool TV. Tonight's action has been brought to you by Ashland Community and Technical College, the Greenup County Library, Carter Cave State Resort Park, Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods, Pure Country Automotive, Kentucky Farmers Bank, Stultz Pharmacy, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, and Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State. This has been a special sports presentation of Cool Hits 105.7, the Cool Hits Sports Network, and Cool TV. You've been watching the